Yo, welcome back everyone. So Bitcoin just tried to break $65,000 and got pushed back down. But honestly, the rejection isn't the interesting part. The interesting part is why it happened. Because almost everything on the chart has turned positive except one thing. There are two groups of buyers in this market, and right now only one of them is buying. And until the second group shows up, $65,000 keeps winning. Let me show you what I mean. It's actually really simple. And once you see which group is missing, you will understand exactly why the last two tries at 65k failed and what makes the third try different. So first, let me stack up the good news because there's a lot of it. The ETF money, so for 10 days straight, the big Bitcoin funds were selling, $2.7 billion to be exact, walked out the door. That was a huge reason price kept dropping. Well, that's over. Money flipped around. Over $500 million came back in over 3 days, and the latest day shows about $90 million coming in, not out. So the bleeding stopped. The fear index went from 12, which is basically full panic, up to 28. Still nervous, but we just left the panic zone for the first time in weeks. People are calming down. And the value check, that NVRV gauge I always show you, it just tells us if Bitcoin is cheap or expensive compared to what people paid for it. It went from 0.21 up to 0.35. So Bitcoin is still cheap, but it's starting to climb out of the hole. That's exactly what you want to see near a bottom. And the daily RSI is sitting at 48, which is right in the middle. The selling pressure is completely gone, and the market is basically taking a breath before picking a direction. Even the big picture stuff turned friendly. Oil came back down, the dollar has dropped 3 days in a row, and the odds of nasty inflation this year just collapsed from 85% to under 20. All of that takes pressure off Bitcoin. So if everything is turning green, why did $65,000 reject us twice? Here's the missing piece, by the way. And also, if you want to trade with us, you can take advantage of a free bonus using the first link down below in the description. You click the link, you register on BitUnix, and only after you register, you are already going to get 20 USDT completely for free. Then make sure you deposit at least 100 USDT and you get another 20 USDT on top of that. And when you open up your first trade, you're already going to get even bigger bonuses. So make sure to use the first link down below in the description. Here's the part I promise. Think of it like this. There are two groups of buyers in Bitcoin. Group 1, the traders. These are the fast money people betting on price with leverage borrowed money. They can jump in and out in minutes. Group 2, the actual buyers. People buying real Bitcoin and holding it. Slower, but way more solid. Now, here's what the data shows. Overall demand for Bitcoin just recovered massively a week ago. It was super negative. Now it's almost back to flat. One of the sharpest recoveries all year. Sounds amazing, right? But when you split it into two groups, it's all group 1. The traders flipped positive and drove this whole bounce. The real buyers still sitting on their hands, still not buying. And here's why that's a problem. In one sentence, a rally built on only fast money can disappear as fast as it showed up, because borrowed money leaves the moment things get shaky. History is really clear on this. The big lasting rallies only start when both groups buy at the same time. So that's why $65,000 rejected us twice. The traders pushed us up there alone, the real buyers didn't back them up, and the sellers held the line. That's the missing piece. Now let me show you the levels, because 65k isn't just any level. If it breaks, one analyst says the whole crypto market flips with it. The map, nice and simple. The wall is $65,000. A well-known analyst, Juan the Pope, calls this the level right now, and he says if it breaks, it's not just Bitcoin. A whole bunch of altcoins flip from downtrends into uptrends too. One important detail, it needs to be a daily close above $65,000. A quick spike through it doesn't count. The candle has to finish above it. If it breaks, the next stops are $68,000. That's the long-term trend line Bitcoin has been stuck under, and then $74,000 above that. Below us, first support is $62,000. We are basically sitting on it right now. Then the big floor at $60,000. Here's my simple rule. As long as every dip stops above $60,000, the recovery is fine. If you close a day below $60,000, the recovery is broken and $58,000 is back on the menu. And notice how tight this is getting. Price is squeezed between $62,000 and $65,000. Momentum is that neutral. That's a coiled spring. It's not staying in this box much longer. trader. And not only that, by the way, if you still haven't used the first link down below, now is really the time. You click the link, you register on BitUnix, you get 20 USDT for free just for signing up. Deposit at least 100 USDT and you get another 20 USDT. And when you open up your first trade, you get even bigger bonuses on top of that. Everything is in the first link down below in the description, by the way. So two ways this plays out, really simple. Now, there's scenario one, in my opinion. The real buyers show up. Group 2 finally starts buying alongside the traders. With the ETF money already flowing back in and fear trading, the third try at $65,000 actually closes above it. That's the trigger. Next stop, $68,000, then $74,000. And if the analyst is right, the altcoins wake up at the same time. Now, there's also scenario 2. They keep waiting. The real buyers stay on the sidelines, the traders run out of steam, and try number 3 gets rejected just like the first two. We drift back to $62,000, maybe test the $60,000 floor, and honestly, that's not a disaster. As long as $60,000 holds, we just retest and try again. It only turns ugly if we close a day below $60,000, then $58,000 is back in play. So here's the whole plan in one breath. Up top, I'm watching for a daily close above $65,000. That's the green light. Down low, $60,000 is the line that can't break. And the early warning sign between them, watch whether the real buyers start showing up, because fast money starts the party, but real buyers keep it going. None of this is financial advice, just me walking through the chart. Trade your own plan and manage your risk, please. The wall, $65,000. The floor, $60K. The missing piece, the real buyers. And let me know in the comment section, by the way, does the third try break it? Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel as well. It's much appreciated, by the way. And I will talk to you guys in the next one.